In this video, we are going to look at how to create a Forex robot for free, not paying anybody a cent, and with zero coding skills. What you're just going to need is a good strategy. So in this video, I'm just going to demonstrate how you can do that with a simple Forex trading strategy, the popular moving average cross. It's a simple strategy that sometimes people look down on. So I'm going to use that. If you have other strategies that you think we can use, you can leave them in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to demonstrate making a robot with that particular strategy. By the way, if you are looking to download Forex systems, indicators, books, Forex robots, the stuff that people are always selling you, and you want to download it for free, there are links in the description box below. Visit those blogs and see if you cannot find what you are looking for. If you have requests, leave them in the comment section below. Again, like this video and just to motivate me to continue sharing this knowledge with you for free. Okay, so let's get into how do we make a free Forex robot. No coding skills required, everything for free. You don't pay anybody a cent. So let's get into this. I'm on Metatrader 5. And this is volatility 75. Forget about my trades. Focus on what we are going to be talking about. So here's a simple strategy that anybody can use. We'll try to do the moving average strategy, and just to demonstrate that you can make free Forex robots without paying anybody a cent. So here we have our first moving average is moving average 11 exponential. There we have it, and because it's a moving average cross strategy, there we are going to also add another moving average, the shorter time frame one, which is 3, and let's just change the color to blue. We've got blue and red. Okay, so this is the basic strategy, our basic strategy that we're going to be using to trade VIX 75 or any other pair that moves like this. Certainly you can use this thing on boom and crash. Just stay away from the shorter time frames, because when you're in shorter time frames, that's where you get spikes. But when you are on higher time frames, you find that boom and crash kind of move like normal pairs. Okay, that's another tip for those trading boom and crash and tired of trying to catch spikes. So let's get into our strategy and how we can transform it into a Forex robot. So we can see our rules there. We want the robot when our moving average, the red one, goes above the blue one. We want the robot to sell. Boom, it sells. And we will want when the blue moving average goes above the red moving average for the robot to close this cell and open a buy. We want it to continue doing that. Of course, depending on the time frame that you are using, you are going to have situations like this. And remember, no Forex trading strategy is 100% foolproof. So you might get situations, especially situations like this. You want to avoid situations like this. If you find that prices are ranging, then you might probably just want to turn off your robot and come back when price start trending again, when they start moving again. By the way, this trade is actually open by this robot that we are going to build on another computer. So yeah, that's basically the gist of this Forex robot. As long as the blue moving average is below the red, it's going to be selling. It's going to be selling. And as long as the blue goes above the red, it's going to be buying. It's going to be buying, and it's going to close all the sales here. If you do not put a trailing stop, it's going to come back and close the sales here. If you don't want to put, I'm looking for this. If you do not want to put a trailing stop, then you probably are going to net. That's a decent 14,500 pips in this move. When it retraces up to here, it's a decent move. Of course, you get some of the moves like this, and there it might close you out, or it might not, where you probably get around 33,000 pips. Okay, so let's get into how do we actually do this. How do we actually create a robot that actually does this even when we are at our charts and when we are not at our charts? How do we actually do this? On the other channel, I previously shared this platform called Forex Dreamer, FxDreema. I'm not affiliated with them. I don't even know the guy who is behind this platform. So use it with a pinch of salt. I will not accept any liability that you might incur while using this platform and the other platform that you are going to use. But my handicap with this platform is the free platform, the free version. You can only program things in MQ4 and EX4, like Metatrader 4. The free version, you can only make robots in Metatrader 4. I think I'll leave links to some of the videos that I did making robots with this platform. Now, what we want, because we want to create a robot for Metatrader 5, for creating robots in Metatrader 5 with this platform, you need to pay about $23 a month, and it goes up to something around $100 per year. It's a decent, affordable amount, but me being me, I always love free stuff. That's why I always share free stuff on the blogs. I love free stuff. So here is a platform that you can also use. Let's go to the home page. So they also do it's also a platform where you can actually build Forex robots in MT4 and MT5, and you can do this. You can actually do your MT5 robots here for free. If you come here, you click there, you come to this page. I believe because they have adverts like Google adverts there. That's why they have this for free, because they're kind of collecting some cents from Google AdSense there, unlike here where there is no adverts. So that's why they ask you to subscribe. So I think that's the main difference, why you do not pay here and why you should pay there. Actually, there are a few Forex mentors or vendors of Forex robots that I've seen who have actually made their robots here, and they are selling them for a lot of money. I will not divulge names, but they are there. If they watch this video, they actually know that yes, we are the guys that use FxDreema, and they are making lots of money by making their robots using this FxDreema platform, the paid version, because they are selling robots to trade synthetic indices on Metatrader 5. So it's definitely not the free version, and so some of them definitely Metatrader 4, but most of them Metatrader 5. So they are using the paid version of this. But there are things that I know when I look at their charts. I can definitely know that it's from FxDreema. So let's go into how we can make our Forex robot. Let's get into how we can make our Forex robot. Now, so we have our rules. We have moving average 11 and moving average 3. We want when 3 is above 11 to buy, when 3 is below 11 to sell. So those are going to be our conditions. So here we are going to look for you can basically set your robots to use all of these conditions. These are conditions that you can use for buying and selling. So for our conditions for buying, we are going to use an indicator, moving average here. Boom, moving average. This is how simple it is, guys. No coding skills, no nothing. You don't need to study anything, and you don't need to pay anybody. If you have a good enough forex strategy, this is how you transform it into a forex robot. Moving average time frame, we want to set it to current, or you can set it to whatever time frame that you want, but I prefer setting it to current because I want it to trade the current chart that I'm looking at. For example, here it's a 30-minute chart. I want it to trade 30-minute chart because it's what I'm looking at. Then period. Now this is the first moving average. We said we want it to be 3. Shift is the same as here. Is the same as here with a 0. The 0, by the way, you can Google what shift does. It's just move. Shift that just moves the indicator sideways. That's basically what it does. Okay, let's demonstrate since we are on the subject. Let's say shift minus 1. See what happens, or check and see what happens to the blue line. To the blue line, it moved a little bit to the left, or maybe you didn't see that. Let's say shift 10, shift minus 10. See what happens. So the shift basically just moves the indicator sideways. So we just want to keep it at 0 for now. There are instances where it might be crucial to actually put in the shift, but we just want to keep it at 0 now. So that's where it is. So we said shift 0. Moving average type, we said we want an exponential. We want to use the closing price. We want to use the closing price. Again, this is shift for the price, and we'll just keep it at 0. This is condition for our first moving average, and this is when it's above, because we are looking for buys. When it's above, which moving average? When it's above what moving average? When it's above the 11. Again, shift. Basically, I'm going to try and speed up things here because you already seen what we are doing. Here you can actually add more conditions if you want another set of conditions. for the robot to consider before it actually opens a buy. But we are not going to go into that because this is a simple moving average cross strategy. So we remove that. And now for the sell, we are simply going to change this into this because that's what we want. So for the sell, we are going to say, let's, when you see our 3 moving average, uh, there, basically when you see our 3 moving average, 3 period moving average, set current, going below the 11 moving average, we want you to open a sell trade. That's it. Those are our 2 conditions. When moving average 3 goes below moving average 11, we want our Forex robot to open a sell trade. When moving average 3 goes above 11, we want the robot to buy, and it will automatically close that sell trade. Then these are then conditions for closing the buy. You can leave this empty if you don't want, but if you do place conditions here, then what it's going to do is it's going to close this sell trade and open a buy, and it will close a buy and open a sell, and it goes on and on and on. So let's just do that. So again, we tell the robot that when 3 period moving average, by the way, make sure that you correctly identify the moving average that you are talking about. Don't have an EMA here and an SMA here, or an LWMA here. Make sure that you are talking about the same indicator. So make sure that everything matches what you did from the beginning. Then 0. Now we are closing a buy, so we are saying when the moving 3 moving average goes below the 11, we want it to close that buy. We want it to close that buy, and there. Everything must be the same as you had from the beginning. If you did choose this SMMA at the beginning there, make sure you continue with choosing the SMMA throughout, because you're going to confuse the indicator. It's no longer going to know which indicator you're talking about. Okay, so whatever you put here and whatever you put here must be what you put here and here until you finish. So this is our condition to close the buy trade. Because our sell condition is on the 3 going below the 11, certainly when the 3 goes above the 11, that's when we want the robot to close the trade. So we say 3, 0, close 0 again, and that is correct. And we look for our moving average there, and we say 3, 11, close 0. Again, you can use this button to add any other conditions that you want, but this is a simple enough strategy. So let's keep it simple. Then options, we want to you can keep the default, or you can give this robot your own unique uh, magic number. The magic number, what it does is it helps the robot identify the trades that it opened. Let's say on this chart there are 100 trades. The magic number is what's going to help the robot. I don't know what that is. We'll pretend it's not there. The magic number is what's going to tell the robot that these 5 out of these 75 are the trades that were opened by this robot. So those are the only trades that are going to be affected by this, especially when it comes to closing. So it's only going to look for the trades that have got this particular magic number, and it's going to close them or move trail stop or do the other things. Then you can set your lots there, but this is editable. This is editable on the chart. If you don't want to edit it here, you can simply leave it and you can edit it when you place the robot on the chart. So there's stop loss, there's take profit, there's a trailing stop. All can be changed when you place the robot on the chart. Then the final thing is you come here and you click on generate MQL5. There is our robot, and because we are not coders, we don't care about all of this. But trust me, there's a lot of some junk code that's in here. I know. For example, of course, they say do not list this header and stuff like that. If you don't want it, you can just delete it when you actually compile the code. But let's go ahead and just continue like people who do not know anything about this. So what you're going to do is copy all the code. Don't 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 even omit a simple thing like this. Well, maybe copy up to here. No, you must copy the whole thing. You must copy the whole thing. Like I said, this part doesn't really matter. You can remove it, but well, you might not want to remove it. But whatever suits your taste. The real code for the robot is starting here. So don't worry about this stuff. But let's not play with it too much for people who do not know what they are doing. Just copy everything. If you do not know what you're doing, just start from there and there. Make sure that there is nothing remaining at the bottom there, because it's going to give you errors when you when you try to compile it. Then you copy it and we go to our Metatrader 5. Unlike FxDreema, where you can simply download a compiled robot already, here there's an extra step. So when you come back to your Metatrader 5, then you go to your editor here, your editor. We are in the editor now. Then we create a new template. Just follow my steps. Let's call this robot what? Ultra. 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 Let's call it Ultra, something fancy. This you can, if you have a website, you can put your website. You can put in your name there. Let's put in George. George, who made Ultra at www.george.com. Then next, don't worry about this, don't worry about that. Click finish. So you see there we have our thing there, but basically what we want to do is to just select all of this, select all of it, and what we want to do is delete, including our George credit. Then what you just want to do is paste in everything that you copied here. All this code, you paste it in here. Let's resize the screen and let's do that, a bit of that, and we click save. Now it's not going to appear on your navigator because it's still unreadable. It's just an MQ5 file. It's just an MQ5 file. What we want to do is to actually compile it. What we want to do is to compile it. So let's go in there and we click compile or F7. We compile it. You see it's generating, 0 errors, 0 warnings, and our code is fine. Now we must look for our code, our robot. There it is. Ultra. So what are we going to do with Ultra now that there is another robot actually managing this trade? I'm not sure what to do, but will not run the robot. So this is our Ultra. You can basically allow algo trading. Sorry about that. Basically, you can see everything that we put here. Magic number for our trades is the same magic number, lot sizing, stop loss, and this you can actually change. Let's say that we are trading synthetic indices, whatever stop loss levels and stuff that you use. If it's fixed, then we can simply add a 0 there, and algo trading is checked, and then you simply allow or activate algo trading there, and our robot will start trading. That's basically it, guys. This is all you need to do in order to make a robot for free. No coding skills. I said if you are looking for free, unfortunately on FxDreema you can only do MQ4 EX4. But if you come to this platform, Forex Advisor, however you pronounce it, then actually make your Metatrader 5 robots for free. And if you have a solid strategy, that's basically what you need. You do not need money. You just need a solid strategy, an idea for a strategy that works, and you can simply come here and you can actually develop it into a forex robot like we just did. Like this video again if you found it helpful. If you have a forex strategy that you think we can develop into a robot using this strategy, or for MT4 using FxDreema, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to actually transform them into forex robots that you can use. Otherwise, this is it, guys. You do not need to pay anybody a cent. to transform your strategy into a Forex robot. You do not need to buy Forex robots if you have a good strategy that's working. This is how you simply turn it into a Forex robot yourself without bothering anybody, without paying anybody. Like this video again, subscribe. Until next time.